throughout season 2 of Chemically Dose, we'll dive into the intricate world of chemical engineering. Join us as we unravel the mysteries behind the innovations driving industries forward. From discussing the crucial role of chemical processes in sustainable practices to exploring the frontiers of chemical engineering. Each episode promises to captivate and educate. So, fasten your seatbelts as we embark on an exhilarating journey through the molecules and mechanisms that shape our world. I, Himisha Tapadia,
And I, Sanatan Iyer, are your hosts for this episode. The School of Chemical Engineering is dedicated to fostering the development of innovative minds and cultivating future leaders within the chemical process industries. By focusing on education and training in chemical engineering, our mission is to instill a culture of excellence that empowers students to become dynamic problem solvers and visionaries in their field. At Scheme, we believe in nurturing a community of forward thinkers, problem solvers, and entrepreneurs who are poised to make a positive impact on society by pushing the boundaries of chemical engineering and contributing to the sustainable development of our world.
I would like our guests today to introduce themselves and their university.
I'm sorry, I was muted and I didn't know. My name is Ken Dave. I'm the president of the AIChE chapter at UZAC, and we are centered in Lebanon. Mainly, the engineering school is in Kaslik, and we have with us my colleague, our social media officer, Ryan Saade, if he would like to introduce himself.
Hello, we are more than grateful for the opportunity you're offering to us to get to know you more and to link the AICHE chapters for the good of chemical engineering. As already Karen said, I am the social media officer at the AICHE Isaac student chapter, and I am more than honored to be with you today.
Thank you very much once again for joining with us. And let's start straight away to some of the questions which will link all of us together. So, how does your college integrate sustainability into chemical engineering discussions and initiatives?
Okay. UZAC is considered to be the number one green university in Lebanon. It has always been targeting sustainability in its campuses and embedding it in its curriculum. As chemical engineering students, we are currently enrolled in a course that increases our knowledge about sustainability and how to apply it through our major and into the world. Many students are also taking this topic and integrating it in their final projects. Finally, there are many workshops and seminars that are dedicated to include and adjust sustainable alternatives, like following the trend of circular economies, where we registered in the plant design competition that was held through AICHE Global, which targeted the use of the pyrolysis oil and altering it through the circular economy of plastics.
That is actually quite interesting. I have another question for you. How does your university facilitate cultural and industrial experiences for the chemical engineering students?
Ryan, would you like to, or I continue?
Yes, as you wish. Okay, so as as chemical engineering faculty at UZAC, we are always in a continuous learning. As already Karen said, we work on workshops, seminars, and events, and we have different exchange programs to go abroad and gain like skills and culture from other universities abroad and bring them back to our university in Lebanon and the knowledge. And we have many like competitions and events that help us harden our skills. So we would be, let's say, have all the culture, so wherever we go we can share it, we can adapt, especially in the chemical engineering field, since we have the program that covers, like, we are covering both French and English system, so we can adapt in any industry, in any country, or wherever we are going to study or work.
That's very, very nice. And we also look forward to engage with such events and competitions with you all as well. Even we have a few events and competitions, such as Spectrospooky, which just happened internationally. And we look forward for all chapters, including you all as well, so that you will be able to engage with us in such events. So coming to the next question. What networking efforts does USEK undertake, and how do these collaboration benefit its members' development?
Okay. Isaac is mainly focusing on social media platforms like Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and these are mainly to highlight what is happening at the university and what is going to happen. It aids us students by being exposed more to the outside world and to show what we are doing at the university. And also, it increases the interest of the other young adults that are now going to enroll in the universities, and this encourages them to engage and to register at USEC.
That is indeed what we also try to do here. I also have a question. Like in our university, we have this one course called Chemical Process Safety, which teaches us about hazards and all safety measures that we would require skills in chemical industries. So, in your university, how, like, does your college have any particular syllabus that aligns with the industrial experiences or something?
Yes, in our university, we have different courses that help us align with the industry. We have, same as at your university, a course called Safety and Hazards in Chemical Engineering Industry. So we study all the major events that might occur while working in the industry, to try how to treat them, or don't don't have them in the industry. As for other courses, we have the labs at USAC. The labs at USAC, like, they bring us the industry, but on a smaller scale. So we have different labs like process engineering lab or advanced process engineering lab, analysis of petroleum lab. We have so we are covering different industry aspects or different industry branches in the lab. So we are bringing the industry to our university labs to be ready to easily engage and work in the industry in the future.
Also, I would like to
That's very
add that
wonderful.
the
And
university
as
is.
you mentioned about,
I'm sorry.
sure, sure, please continue.
Okay. I would like to add to what Ryan just said. Our university is now working on an internship program to help students get engaged with the outside world. But this the internship mainly targets the water sector in Lebanon: water treatment, wastewater treatment, revenue water, non-revenue water, and things like that. It has been going on for the first year, and now we are going through the second with many batches of students with undergraduates and graduates, that has aided the students to know what the water sector in Lebanon is. Mainly, our target is Lebanon, and because as chemical engineers and any other engineering student, the us students, we don't know what the water sector hides for us and what it holds for us. I am particularly now in an internship with them. It has widened my scope and how much water is being shed away in Lebanon, and we're close to water scarcity. So this was a big highlight for us as engineering students, and other students also. It targets the whole majors at the university. Thank you.
That's wonderful again, and you have actually spoken my words itself. I was going to ask you about um, different topics which you all are engaging with. So basically, we also have some professors who are specializing in topics such as wastewater treatment. For example, conversion of microalgae to biofuels. These are some topics which are very interesting. And similarly, I've heard also that Middle East has huge oil reserves. So, is there any linkage between oil reserves and research topics like that?
Okay, so we at USAC have a specialized Master of Science. We can pursue it after doing our bachelor's in chemical engineering. It's in petroleum engineering. So by that, you will be working on a thesis in about the petroleum industry and the petroleum field, especially in the Middle East and specifically now in Lebanon. You know that we are shifting maybe to the petroleum to be a petroleum country for the extraction and these things. We are still in the exploration phase, but hopefully we will have petrol in our offshore. As the university, many final year projects tackles the petroleum industry in a way or another. Like maybe they don't tackle directly the extraction, the drilling, the midstream, upstream, but they work on products that are derived from petroleum industry, such as paint, such as plastic pallets, or these things.
Or maybe if they
I
want to
actually
enter
had
in the.
another question.
I'm sorry. I think the Wi-Fi is
No,
buffering.
no, you
I
continue,
just wanted
continue.
to add a small thing to what Ryan said, is that as the master students or the students that are following their final project, if they want to work in the petroleum industry, it is mainly based on research and how it is developed. We are not developing it. Now there is a student that is working on a pipeline that works through the south of Lebanon to the north of Lebanon with several bypasses to enter and to fuel the electric companies in Lebanon. So this is what we are working on. We are mainly working on cost analysis and the piping systems and the calculations rather than direct implementation.
That is actually nice. I had, since you mentioned about the water treatment, I had a question. I think you guys visited a water facility once. Could you like give us tell us about your experience there?
Yeah, we visited a water facility in Lebanon that is called Tanurin. It's for potable water and it also has sparkling water. We went there and it is mainly targeting the whole Lebanese area because everyone drinks from this water. It works mainly in plastic bottles and it taught us how the production was being there, how they started from a mini water bottle and then it became a bigger one, how the plastic is made, how the plastic is recycled, how the water from the river is entered through the pipes and then into the system, and how it's cooled and how it is stored, how they package the bottle. This is what we mainly tackled. We didn't go deeply in how sparkling water was made or such that. They toured us through the whole company and how they quality assure their products. What else? I think this is what we mainly targeted.
Wow, that's very interesting. Um, can you describe the primary goals and the mission of your club and how it aligns with the academic interests?
Yeah, sure. At our sorry, Ryan, you want to start?
It's okay. You can start, and I continue from where you reach.
Okay.
No problem.
Mainly, our chemical engineering committee at USAC is covers all chemical engineering students at USAC. We are working on targeting even more students. It mainly helps our chemical engineering community at USAC by shedding the light on what chemical engineering is and what we do in the future. And we also introduce the young adults that are enrolling at the university, that want to enroll at the university, what chemical engineering is, and exciting them to enter our major. This is done through the open doors when the students from different schools come to our university, where all students from different majors explain about their major. We also have seminars, workshops, soft skills or technical skills related to Aspen, maybe, or MATLAB, or how we use them as chemical engineers. We have also done, and we are working on, an alumni talk where several alumni from ISAC tell us what the where they specialized in. If some made went through masters, some directly worked, how it can help if they shifted to consultancy, if they worked in process engineering, and such that. We are also working on forming a career path for the university students seminar, which helps them to create their own resume, their CV, how to look for jobs, how to apply for jobs. And I think this is what we mainly work on. If there is anything Ryan would like to add.
That's true.
Yes, I want to add something. And also, recently, we are encouraging our students, our committee members to go global or going international. So now we have two committee members, me and a colleague of mine, Elisa Bale. We are now the regional liaison of the AICHE executive subcommittee. So it's really interesting to not only focus on working for the benefit or for the good sake of our community or our chemical engineering students, but also like engage and spread the word of what chemical engineering, what AICHE chapters in Lebanon are facing and what are they are working on, and like to put the Middle East region back on the map of like chemical engineering, to show them that we have chemical engineers in the Middle East, we have chemical engineers in Lebanon, we can work, we have the same knowledge, we have the same skills, we are ready to go to the market. So every workshop, every seminar we work on, just not just for us or exact students, we are working to help create like to like turn the world into like a small country or one let's say one group, and reach out and connect to facilitate everything we want to work on in the future, whether internships, whether work, or whatever.
That's really, really great. And it shows how AICHE has the same pathways and the same mindset, because even we had similar alumni talks and different events and competitions. And it shows that AICHE truly shows the same path towards growing and helping each and every student to pursue chemical engineering. And even I would like to share some of the experience which we also had, which truly helped students to improve their interest towards such fields. So recently we went to an industry called UPL in Ranipet in Vellore itself, and we witnessed the production of detergents, dyes, and food items, and it was truly a wonderful experience. So over to Himisha for the next question.
Yeah, you guys mentioned about the internships. Recently, like in our college for internships, universities we don't have a program. We are supposed to do internships, but we don't have a specific program. So you're supposed to reach out to the companies on your own. So like here, even our seniors, they have like sent out, they have listed 10,000 companies. They have sent mails to all the 10,000 companies for internship. So like there they put in the mail, they have to put their resume, their CV, and like you mentioned AICHE they put that in their resume, so it always helps. Like that is how AICHE has helped them for internships, because when they see that they are part of AICHE, companies are more inclined to choose them. So, like, I would want to ask you, like, are there any specific challenges or opportunities for chemical students who are seeking internships or employment in Lebanese industries?
Really, technically, chemical engineering is very underrated in Lebanon. This decreases our job search or job hunt as an intern or as a job, full time job. They always think that we are just like chemists. We only go through QC or QA, but mainly we work more. They don't understand this idea. Or if someone already has a chemical engineer, they don't look to add someone to help or something else. But we still manage to find some internships because not all companies follow the same mindset, but it is very hard. So we apply maybe to, like you said, 1,000 companies and only three or four come back with a reply. Isaac has facilitated that in a way. It helped us to find interns, but mainly the companies are not also looking for us only chemical engineers. Maybe they pick 10 out of all that have applied for chemical engineering. So that's why we have several batches that are occurring through this program that helps us to find, because they saw that this is a thing that university students are finding hard to do, to find an internship, a job, something relative to that, because we're all forced to do an internship at some point for the university. So it is hard in Lebanon to find the perfect internship or job that we are looking for. So we try to look outside the box, maybe to change a way how we work. Maybe some of us intern in projects management for chemical engineering maybe, or some work as consultants, not technically in designing or process controlling or such.
I wanted to add something about what Karen said. I guess the misunderstanding of chemical engineering and confusing us with chemists, it's like kind of international. I don't know if at your university or in your country you find this problem. And maybe it's an opportunity after this session to like maybe work on if you have good connections with companies, and we have good connections with companies, to like try to create an internship panel or maybe an internship like maybe an Excel sheet that helps us to reach out to companies in your country, and you reach out to companies in our country to try like create this internship opportunities, and it will be like a good start with you.
Yes, in our country, or in our university itself, I would say chemical engineering is one of the, let's say, a very rare branch, because in our university, if there are, the ratio of chemical engineers is very low, and people usually do misunderstand us for chemists. So yes, internship is a issue here as well.
Yeah, and we also look forward to fostering more connections, as you said, Ryan. And yeah, that will be very, very great. We would definitely do that. And coming to the next question, how does the education and training provided to chemical students align with the needs of the regional chemical job market? As you said, it's underrated, and is it very difficult per se, or how do you think it is right now?
Okay, I will start a bit and Rayan will continue after me. Lebanon had always been or had the highest education systems in the MENA region. For it is aligned with both French and English systems that allows the students to adapt wherever they go. If they leave the country, they stay, they work abroad, they study abroad. This is the good thing I see in Lebanon and in UZAC in particularly. I don't know if it happens in other universities as well. We mainly focus on an addition like civic engagement, innovation, project management to widen our scope as engineers. I don't know if that happens in other universities as well. This is an ad or a push for us to find a better job abroad, maybe, or when we go abroad, if we want to go abroad, it helps us to cope with anything that is around us, because you know conditions or the situation in Lebanon are not always stable. So we adapt to everything that is occurring around us. So maybe right now, due to the things that are happening close to us, we are still working on helping the others, seeing what we can do, encouraging ourselves to work even more to stop the things that are occurring worldwide. So I think this is why we can adapt to other systems abroad. Is there something you would like to add, Ryan?
Already was saying that at our university, especially School of Engineering, they are working on a skill development program that help us like not only focus on the educational path and on the courses like mass transfer, heat transfer, fluid mechanics, but also to know how to work in the industry, how to talk in the industry, how to engage in the industry, how to be in a healthy environment in the industry. So I feel that these skills are like they are not more important than the education, but they are a key pillar to like adapt and work and be able to work wherever we go and be like easygoing and like get all the knowledge and the skills to engage.
I definitely agree with you about that. Communication is a very important, a key factor towards working in any sector, any industry, and even cultural exchange is very, very important. And as even Karen said, it's important to put in the extra amount of hard work towards any thing you're doing, and even as a student who is actually living in Dubai in UAE and coming to India for my studies, learning different languages such as Arabic, which I know partially, actually really helps me to improve myself and communicate in Gulf countries as well. So definitely, I would agree with you with that.
I would like to ask you, have you guys like had any issues regarding like you guys mentioned about cultural exchange? Has there any issues ever been like culturally in your universities?
Karen, I can start if you want. So our university engages us a lot to go for
Yeah,
exchange
sure.
for 1 semester and come back to the university. And we have a lot of international students that comes to Lebanon for exchange program, and especially at USAC. We are part of the Erasmus Plus project, if you know it. It's a European program that helps students exchange between universities in Europe and universities in different countries and different continents, and USAC is part of it. So many chemical engineering students go abroad and do the exchange. So it's easy for us to adapt. That's what I was talking about, and I was talking about this especially after experience. Now we have three fifth year students that are or in an exchange and they are coming back to finish their final year projects, or even we have students that went and are doing their double degree for their last year. They are doing their final year project at USAC, and they are working on a master's at a university in France. And we are not like only we don't only have exchange opportunities or cultural opportunities with France or Europe. We have also with the US. We have with different universities in the MENA region, or even in South America, and we have like a big panel where you can apply to different universities and gain that cultural like let's say it's a jam. It's a life lasting opportunity, if you want to say.
Yeah. I would like to add a bit to what Ryan just said. At USAC also, or in Lebanon mainly, this universities that have the same accreditation can exchange students as well. Maybe I would like to spend a semester in a different university. Maybe I want to take a course there. Maybe I can do that. And also we have a program that is called Be a Buddy. This is where students from Lebanon, if you want, foster or adopt students are coming for the exchange program, show them what Lebanon is, where to live, how to go around in Lebanon, how to engage with other people, show them this, that, go site visiting, maybe help them around the campus, stuff like that also. And this is how USAC implements, if you want, the cultural differences between different students, universities. We also plan different visits with different universities when there is a big project, maybe for the AICHE Global. Maybe other USAC chapters also go to different universities to engage with the other students and work on a big project for Lebanon, if we want.
And we'd be more than happy to have you one day in Lebanon to show you what Lebanon is. Not
We
through
would,
the media, but through our eyes, through the Lebanese eyes.
yeah, yeah, we would actually be thrilled to come and visit. I also have a question. Like, people say that after graduation, post graduation for chemical engineers is a must. Can I know your opinion on that?
I will start by saying, okay, you can go.
For me, after
Okay. Last
Cafe,
year, I
cafe,
used to be
continue.
the alumni
Continue, continue.
coordinator in the committee. So when I reached out to the alumni, many of them they did not do any master's program or postgraduate program, and now they are working in very well-known companies, maybe in Saudi Arabia, in UAE, in Europe, and even in the US. So I think it's not a must, but doing a master's when you are just in the educational path, it will be like easier for you to easily adapt and continue the learning process than moving out of education, going to the market, then coming back to education, unless you want to shift from engineering to the business side of engineering. Since many masters in business side of engineering, you need to have the skills and the work experience in the market to do this master. So that's what I feel. And Karen, if you want to add something.
Yeah, I wanted to say something similar to what Ryan said. For me, if I want to continue in the same domain, maybe chemically or something related to the chemical industry, maybe for me, I want to follow things related to cosmetics, I would believe that I would study directly because I don't want to feel the gap of stopping. I stopped for, if you want, we stop for the summer and not study anymore, and it's hard to go back when the fall semester begins. So for me, I believe that I would continue directly and get my degree, my master's degree. But for me, for now, because I'm already working in a project management internship program related to the field, I believe that I would not study completely because I'm thinking of shifting maybe. I didn't get the final decision yet, but I think of shifting to the consultancy and the management side, where I believe that I would have to work and gain insight, experience, how the business world works, maybe because we don't have that much information related to it. So, and then I would continue my master's in something business related.
It's actually very wonderful as to how not only people in your country but even in our country do the same thing. We have to adapt to how the world is changing, and even nowadays we can see many Indians as well. They have been um, getting wonderful jobs straight after BTech, and even people are trying to do their masters or even switching to the business side of um, um, the uh, the engineering side, and it is helping each and everyone to grow and prosper in their own domains. And yeah, definitely, that's a very wonderful thing that you all have just answered us, and we look forward to engaging with all of you once more. And yeah, any questions for us?
Honestly, no. We love the questions you just asked. There are things you highlighted for us that we didn't think of. You asked us questions that we didn't maybe think of before, how the university is helping us, and how we are promoting chemical engineering in the university and outside the university. Thank you for this
Yeah, I agree
opportunity.
with Karen. Like all the question you listed, and the talk was very smooth and friendly. We were, I guess, more than happy to be with you today, and to get to know you more. Hopefully, one day in person, not through the cam.
Definitely would love to
Yeah,
meet, even maybe through the exchange programs as well. Who knows?
yeah, we would hope for the same. We were really thrilled to host you guys today. So, as we conclude the inaugural episode of season 2 of Chemically Doped, we extend our heartfelt gratitude for your invaluable contribution to our podcast journey. Through these exchange of culture and wealth of knowledge, we have illuminated a new pathways and unlocking endless possibilities for all.
So, as we carry these discussions forward, let's continue to bridge gaps, shape mindsets, and cultivate a collective vision for a brighter and a more inclusive future. Your ongoing support fuels our commitment to fostering meaningful dialogues that empower us all. Stay tuned for more insightful episodes ahead. Thank you very much once again.